Why not?
What is up, y'all? My name is Matt from Groarkboysbbq. It's a beautiful Sunday here in New Jersey, and today is all about fire. We're cooking ribs, twice baked potatoes, and a sweet little dessert on our Fuegos grill over an open fire. A little bit of oil is going to help that fire really spark up. The goal here is to get a nice bed of coals started with this lump of charcoal, and then we're going to come in with some hardwood hickory. We're nice and ashed over here. I have a few splits of hardwood hickory. We're going to go ahead and stack these. Remember, we are not smoking. This is about indirect heat, so this is going to take a little time to let this cook down, really fire up, and create a beautiful bed of coals. Okay, let me pop in here. As you can see, we have some beautifully seasoned hickory wood going. We're going to let that burn down, and let's prep our ribs and our potatoes. Okay, let's get into prepping these ribs. Now, most of the time when I'm smoking these ribs, I'm gonna tell you to remove this membrane. Not today. We're cooking asado style over hardwood and lump charcoal. This membrane is gonna create a layer of protection against that fire. So is all we're gonna do, simply a little bit of oil, Groarkboysbbq pork rub. We're gonna add a nice generous layer of that, and that's it, y'all. We're gonna sit here, let these rest for a little bit. They're gonna go ahead and sweat. This seasoning is gonna get nice and tacky, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw them on the flame. Let me show you how to prep these potatoes. A little bit of olive oil. We're gonna go with a nice all-purpose. This is salt, pepper, garlic. We're gonna go ahead and load that up, and we're gonna wrap nice and tight. And that's it. We're gonna sit these in the bed of coals until they're fork tender. This is our asado rack. Once we have our ribs on our rack, we're gonna go ahead and put the top piece on, and these are ready to hang over the open fire. The biggest thing to understand today is that open flame cooking is not smoking. We're gonna go 2 hours, bone side down, then we're gonna flip them, go for about another 30 minutes to an hour, meat side. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and take these baked potatoes. We are simply gonna place these directly next to the flame, directly next to these coals, almost on top, and we're gonna let them go ahead and work. We're gonna go ahead and prep the bacon for our twice baked potatoes. This is gonna get into the mixture with the potatoes, sour cream, cheese, chives. It's gonna be out of this world. I'm using thick cut hickory smoked bacon. We're gonna throw it in the cast iron pan. We have a small grill grate on top of the Fuegos that we're gonna put this on. Just let that bacon render down, get crispy, and we're gonna combine it to our mix. Now listen, proceed with caution, but I mean, bacon grease can flavor a fire. I could sit and watch it all day, I'm telling you. So satisfying. Mark, I know that this membrane here has almost a nice crunch to it. So we're gonna go ahead and flip these to the meat side. Bring it down. And we're gonna go for about another 45 minutes. And these will be perfect. In here, just get a good look. You can see the membrane here split. This membrane adds a nice textural component. It's gonna be so good. Let's do something fun. We're gonna use a little liquid on this second part of the cook. How about a stout beer? Let's go ahead and get the filling ready for our twice baked potatoes. Because you cooked it over an open fire, the skin's already gonna be nice and crispy, and we just wanna make a perfect pocket for all that delicious filling we're gonna put in there. These twice baked potatoes could not be easier. Pink Himalayan salt, bacon, scallions, butter, sour cream. Mix all that up really good. The sour cream's gonna help get it nice and creamy, and we're gonna give this a good mix and be ready to pop these back in those shells that we have from the baked potato. Feel free to be generous here. Because everything you added to it with that sour cream and bacon, you're gonna have plenty of filling. So we're doing a mozzarella, cheddar cheese, jack cheese mix. Right over top, we're gonna pop these back on the grill until they are nice, hot, gooey, and melty. On to dessert. Something very easy that I know your family will love. We're gonna slice up this pineapple. We're making grilled pineapple shortcake, and we're doing it over an open fire on a grill grate so that you're gonna get this beautiful char on the pound cake and the pineapple. All of those sugars are gonna caramelize, and we're gonna top it off with a dollop of Cool Whip. A little bit of that stout beer at the end, and that's all caramelization, because beer, especially a stout, has sugar. What are you gonna steal it?
Let me get you a plate. Wait, get a plate.
All right, so typically I only make smoked ribs 3 to 5 hours, depending on how much time I have. First time, this is my first time doing it over an open fire, thanks to my guy Al Frigoni. They might not be as good as his. The twice baked potato, my son stole, he loved it. Incredibly tender. They'd be this tender. Incredible. Take a bite of this twice baked. Sour cream, chives, cheese, whole nine. That right there might be a perfect meal. All right, ready? Now you gotta take a bite of this. Ready, Nash? Ready?
What's the cooler taste like?
The boys obviously enjoyed it. Open fire grilling, ribs, twice baked potatoes, and a pineapple shortcake. That is good.